Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is November the 30th, 2021, and we're going to be talking about WWE's Monday Night Raw because we found out our first match for day one, the pay-per-view that will be on January the 1st, and it's going to be for the WWE Championship. It will be Seth Rollins versus Big E. And ladies and gentlemen, first, that was the first segment when Seth Rollins had big news, and he talked about he has a match for the WWE title at day one. Day one-ish. Is that what Uso says? Day one-ish? Didn't they say one-ish? I don't know. Who cares? But ladies and gentlemen, and then we had a match between Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. We got some words Seth Rollins has to say, and then Finn Balor came out, and Finn Balor attacked Seth Rollins before the match even started. He hit Seth Rollins with steel steps, and then, ladies and gentlemen, the match starts, but the winner of that match still got beat up and still gets the win, Seth Rollins. But Kevin Owens, we want to know if he's lying because he said he talked to Adam Pearce and told Seth Rollins that he talked to Adam Pearce, and if he wins, he gets added to the pay-per-view match between Seth Rollins and Big E. If he wins, he gets added, and it will be a triple threat match. I thought this guy contract expires somewhere in December. You know this pay-per-view is in January, right? I'm guessing he might sign another contract. Maybe. I don't think he did what Johnny Gargano did, one week contract, because he's gone in December. He's not, and War Games is not on January. So I guess he did sign another contract, Kevin Owens. I don't know if he's in this triple threat match. So ladies and gentlemen, the next match, Mr. McMahon is trying to teach Austin Theory some lessons. And he says, if you ever steal from me again, he's going to end you. That's just not nice. Don't ever do that, Vince. And then he gave him some teaching advice and showing him some wrestling. Teaching him things. I don't know how Mr. McMahon is teaching him anything if he's not a wrestler. Mr. McMahon is not a wrestler. He wrestled like a couple of matches back in the day. I think the last one he was in the match against CM Punk. I think it was 2013 or 2012. CM Punk, or I think it was Paul Heyman, somebody he was in the match with. So ladies and gentlemen, and then we got a Raw Tag Team Championship, RK Bro versus Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. There's more tag teams here, right? Why is it only Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode getting a match? They don't deserve another tag team title match. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was RK Bro. Good job for them, retaining the titles. And even this match, why do we have to see this match all the time? We got Street Profits versus Chad Gable and Otis. Are they even having a rivalry? I thought they were having a rivalry with Omos and AJ Styles. Speaking of Omos and AJ Styles, blind AJ Styles came to the commentary table. He says he's blind. He's wearing sunglasses, saying he's blind, and Omos has to show him don't bang into the wall and all that stuff. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Street Profits, but AJ Styles looks like he was better because he actually knew where the apron is and tried to distract Montez Ford. Montez Ford just kicked him down off the apron, and then Montez Ford did his splash, and 1, 2, 3, Montez Ford gets the win. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have more titles on the line. We got the United States Championship on the line. Damian Priest versus Apollo Crews. And ladies and gentlemen, Damian Priest, he's not having it, and he got mad. And he got mad, and he got really mad. I don't know what I just said there. But ladies and gentlemen, Damian Priest retains his United States title. Well, can Ray and Dominic finally work as a team? Because they've been injecting themselves in matches, losing to Bobby Lashley multiple times. They lost, and they got replaced in the Survivor Series team match. can they actually work as a team now? Can they finally work as a team? We're going to find out. They got Rey and Dominic Mysterio will be versing Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin of the Hurt Business. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Rey and Dominic. Good job for them. Finally getting a win as a team and as a family. Not looks like they want to hurt each other. Or get mad at each other, not hurt each other. Then we had Team Liv, and it's official that next week on Raw, we get a Raw Women's Championship match. It will be Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan, and we had a contract signing for the championship. We'll be on the line next week. I don't know why they're doing it next week. What were you doing day one? Something big for Liv Morgan for the next year. Why can't you do that? I have a bad feeling she's not going to win this. But Becky Lynch told Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce, I guess she already told them about this opportunity, so she said she had Team Liv. We got Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Nikki ASH, and the 24/7 champion Dana Brooke will be versing Team Becky, Becky Lynch, Zelina Vega, Carmella, Doudrop, and Tamina. Mostly every woman that's on Raw. And ladies and gentlemen, I thought it was a pretty decent match for all these women, showcasing what they could do in this ring. But the winner of that match was Team Liv Morgan. I believe Liv Morgan pinned Becky Lynch. That means she might lose. That's what people say. If that person pins the champion, they're going to lose the championship match. We will find out next week, right? Speaking of returns, Edge made his return. He talked about all the competitors that he could wrestle on Raw. Big E, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, all of those people. And then the return of the man that lost the Dancing with the Stars, and he was in the 9th place, was The Miz with his wife, Maurice. She is back on Raw, maybe because they need more women in the WWE. I don't know if she's going to be a wrestler or she's going to be a manager for Miz. We will find out. And ladies and gentlemen, WWE took shots of AEW because remember, AEW talking about the Miz on the opening promo between CM Punk and MJF, saying that MJF is the less famous Miz, and Edge said something about that, saying that you get a cheap pop for people's other promotions, say your name. And then he said something about you let your friends get fired, just like John Morrison, because remember, The Miz was gone while John Morrison got fired and got released. Even Liv Morgan talking about the budget cuts. She says, you got paid more, you and your friends got paid more. That's why my friends was cut. That's why they're gone. She's talking about Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan. I wonder if Vince McMahon, I wonder if the writers are telling Vince McMahon, no more cutting people. Just figure out money-wise. Do something. Don't just budget cut people. Or maybe this was Vince McMahon's writing? Who is writing these things? But everybody is talking about the budget cuts, people getting fired. They did it with CM Punk before when they released a couple of guys in 2011, and CM Punk brought it up. I believe they were doing a contract signing, him and CM Punk and Mr. McMahon. They talk about people getting released, like Vladimir Kozlov, David Hart Smith, all of those people getting released, and CM Punk says they didn't deserve that. I'm guessing everybody's saying that these people that got, these 81 people that got released does not deserve it. Didn't deserve to be released. There's other ways to figure it out. But business is business. This is how Vince McMahon does business. You don't like it, you can quit, or you just deal with it. That's how mostly every bosses deal with things. You don't like it, you can quit. I just burped. You could quit or you could stay and do the rules as to what the boss says. That's what people do. That's what bosses do. And you can't really argue with them or you get fired. So if I was any other wrestler, I would keep my mouth shut. If you don't want to be fired, if you don't like the rules, just quit. Because it doesn't matter if you fight for it or do anything. You could get yourself you be in really big trouble of a job of you have. Just don't say stuff. If it's a part of the script of the WWE that Edge is allowed saying those things, what he said about AEW and John Morrison being fired, even with Liv Morgan talking about when her friends got fired, but other things behind the scenes, stop complaining because it won't be good. It won't be a good outcome. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Every single person, it doesn't matter if it's wrestling business or a grocery business, it's not going to be a good outcome. They might like it that you have courage to stand up to them, but if you keep on doing it, they're not going to like it. It's their rules, their way. It always will be their way. So, yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, our main event, we got Liv Morgan getting the win, pinning Becky Lynch. And then we have Kevin Owens versus Big E in our main event. And I thought it was a pretty decent match. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Kevin Owens because he was mocking Seth Rollins because if he gets disqualified, if he gets a count out win, he gets added to the match at day one. And guess what? Kevin Owens wins by disqualification because Seth Rollins attacked Kevin Owens. And now we have a triple threat match at day one for the WWE Championship. That's Seth Rollins' problem. Big E didn't do anything. He didn't whack Kevin Owens with a chair. Seth Rollins attacked Kevin Owens, and now it's a triple threat. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT's results. This could be the last week of Johnny Gargano in a WWE ring. He will be on NXT tonight, and he will be at War Games. What happens after War Games? He could be gone. And I like that guy. He's a really good wrestler. But ladies and gentlemen, maybe he could do better things in different places if he does not sign another contract. But we will find out and see what happens to Johnny Gargano next week. Let's see. But like you know what to do. That's all for me today. Tyler's out. Bye!